Good morning to you all. My name is Kerry from Kerry's Card Creations. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm still making Halloween crafts and I'm making black roses. So this is my black rose. So I thought, well, while I'm sitting making some, I'll turn the camera on and I will show you how I make them. So I've been making these for a long time now. I love making paper flowers. So I have this punch. You could do this with dies as well, as long as it's got a symmetrical amount of petals. So this has got 6. It's it's really old. I don't even know where I got it. It's a old Woodward punch. But this is the one that I use. So basically you want to cut yourself out. I think it's 5. Let's see. So I'm obviously using black card. Now, this is really thin card. You don't want to do it with too thick a card, because if it's too thick, you can't shape very well. So you want either a thin card or paper. Right, so let's see. So I did do some. I didn't realise I'd cut them off camera, but I wanted to show you how I do them. So I've cut, I think I've cut 5. 1, 2, I've cut 4. Let's see how I go. Right, so the first one, so like I say, it's got 6 petals, and this is the only way I know how to make them is with something that's got 6 petals on. So the first one you cut up in between 2 of the petals to the centre. Done. Then the next one, you want to cut one of the petals away. Save that one you cut out. So now you've got 5 and it's that shape. Can you see? Then the next one, you know where I'm going to go with this. We're going to do 2. We're going to remove 2. And keep the 2. And then this one, you cut clean in half, so you've got 3. So I would save that one now for another one. So you've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I've got my hot glue gun on at the ready, and I've got some wet glue and my bone folder. And that's all the tools you need. So the first one, you want to add glue to one petal. No, my glue's not going to work again now. I have this every time I turn the camera on. Right, glue to one petal. And then you want to fold that over and glue petal 5 to petal 6. So we've now got 5 petals. Can you see that? So I literally just added glue to that petal 6. And I just folded it across and laid it over. So I've now got 5 petals. Just hold that in place. Usually I've got some pegs here so I can keep my petals in place, but they're over the other side of the craft room. I was doing this and I thought, oh, let's turn the camera on and show you how to make these. I made a flower ball for a wedding. I did it all in white satin paper, and I glued them all to this polystyrene ball and put lights around them. It looked ever so pretty. And then we carry on doing the same. So glue on one, and then you want to bring it round and lay that petal over the top of that petal. So now you've got 4. Just make sure it's stuck. This is really cheap black card from I think it's from B&M or something, but it works perfect for this project. So again, glue on one petal, bring it round, starts getting a bit trickier now. So we've now got 3. Excuse me. Like I say, if you've got some pegs, you could put pegs on these so that it didn't have to hold them until that glue had grabbed. And then our 3. So you want to just pinch it round. Bit fiddly now. It's getting a bit on the fiddly side when it gets smaller. So we've got 2. So you're every time, apart from when we get to these last 2, so right up until you get to the 3 one, you're literally laying one petal over the other to reduce it in size all the time. And then when we get to the 2, this time I'm just going to take mine and give it a bit of a curve, and this time we're only going to put glue on half the petal and then fold it round. So we're not laying it right on the top, we're kind of making like a, can you see that shape? So not folding it in half, like not folding it so it's laid right on top like the other ones. And then I'm just going to get my tweezers so I can get in there and give that a good... Right, and then on the 1, we're just going to curve this round. So this time I'm just going to put glue on the very edge of that one there, and then I'm just going to curve that round. So you just got a tiny little cup, and then I'm going to stick my tweezers in there. Oh, my two's come undone. You do have to too impatient. Oh, stuck to my finger. Are we stuck? Are we all stuck? Right. So with this first one, with the 5 petals, I'm just going to lay my hand gently on the top and push it so it flattens that bottom. And then I'm going to get my bone folder and I'm just going to tweak out those petals. So obviously not too hard that you rip your petals off. So that's layer 1. Then the next one we're going to cut. So I'm just going to pinch it. I'm just going to pinch it, not too much because I don't want to crease it. And I'm just going to cut the bottom of it off. So I've just literally cut. And I'll bring it back out. And again, I'm going to shape those. Everything's underneath my right arm now where I'm working. Okay. And then I'm going to add glue. Now this time I'm going to use my hot glue. Now you can use wet glue if you want to. I'm going to run out of glue stick now, I bet. But it obviously takes a lot longer to dry. So I always use hot glue when I'm doing this bit. I use wet glue for the other bit and then hot glue for this bit. So that's layer 2. So then layer 3, again, cut the bottom off. So I just pinch it, not hard enough that it puts a crease in my flower. And then I'm just going to shape these out again. Okay, so you've got your 3. And again, hot glue. And every time I put my next lot of petals in, that was London Kerry, petals in, I just offset them again. Okay, so 2, cut the bottom off. So this time I'm just going to shape these with my finger. It gets a bit trickier now because it wants to fold back on itself. So I'm just going to shape them around with my finger. Hot glue on the bottom. Pop that in. Okay, and then we're going to go 2, which is coming undone. I'm going to stick a bit of hot glue on that. Don't really like doing the petals with hot glue, but it's because I'm not going to shape this one at all. I'm just going to leave that as it is. Excuse me. Hot glue on the bottom, and then I'm just going to pop that in. And then lastly, my one that's not stuck, so I'm just going to put hot glue on that again. Ideally, I would use wet glue and I would leave them to dry properly, and then I would I wouldn't generally use hot glue to stick my petals in place. So that's my last one. Hot glue on the bottom, and then that goes in the center. And there you have your rose. So I might dig out my gilding wax around the edges, and then usually I use like a hat pin or something and put in the middle of there to create a center to my rose. But yeah, aren't they pretty? So I'm going to make a bouquet of black roses for my friend. So I hope you've enjoyed my tutorial today. If you could give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, that would be lovely. Any questions, just ask, and I'll be back again soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye.